I say, YouTube. Good morning, good morning. You gotta finish the rest, baby. Good morning. Kim Kardashian, Ray J, she got a sex tape. Again? Deja vu like a motherfucker. Before we get into that, if it's your first time rocking with the boy, I be the KINGSPR33. That be me, King Spree. Man, you locked in with the realest, they tell me. Reporting live from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. The weather about, they say it's 61 degrees outside. Real dark out here, so I can't tell how many clouds in the sky, but still, nevertheless, praise to the Most High. And baby, I know you've been watching. I know you've been waiting. I want you to keep an eye out for that mixtape coming soon. Baby, I promise you gonna love it. Kim Kardashian. She got a sex tape with Ray J again. So, disclaimer. I do not watch the Kardashians. When I was younger and it first came out back in the day, I did watch it, the first 2 seasons. I was intrigued, and I'm still intrigued by what they do, but I'll catch it on social media. You know, they'll show the highlights, they'll show the clips, they'll show the newsworthy stuff, I guess. Do me a favor before I keep getting into it. Please like the video. Anybody watching right now, please like the video. And don't click off. Watch the whole thing, man. Like the video, subscribe to the kingdom, join the family. We are past 100 subscribers. We're 101 Dalmatians strong. Road to 1,000. You heard me? Road to 1,000. You heard me? Like, comment, subscribe. More content coming. We probably gonna do it Kevin Samuel style soon. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I don't watch the show, but you know, you catch the little clips on Instagram. So in the most recent one, I guess they did the 10-year finale or whatever it was, finale with E, but then they moved their show to Hulu. So they have a new series with Hulu, same concept. And on the first episode, I believe, don't you know, fact check that, but I think it's the first episode. The main thing was Kim's and Kanye's kid somehow scrolled on some website or somehow scrolled on some app, and the app had the Kardashian sex tape, her sex tape available for viewing, or some mention of it or something like that, in which she was very upset. And of course, you know, she goes to her standard crying about why it's even there, so on and so forth. So she calls Kanye, and she's basically saying, this is not fair. I don't want that there. I don't want to relive this. I shouldn't have to. I got money now. I got connections. I know the right lawyers. I'm gonna get at Ray J, his manager, and I think the Ray J's manager is Whack 100. I'm gonna get at them and make sure that they pay and we take this down, so on and so forth. Which she should. You know, if you don't want your kids to see that, if you have the power to do so, you should. You know, I done Googled it a couple times and didn't find it, so you know what I mean, maybe it's working. I'm just playing. So, as a result, what you got to understand is this is going to be a thing moving forward for a lot of girls between the ages of 18 up until 35, 40 right now, that are doing OnlyFans, that are doing pay for play, that are doing very suggestive Instagram photos, that essentially are, the average Instagram photo now was seen as softcore porn back then. And there are girls doing outright porn, not just outright porn meaning, oh, they're doing a cucumber situation, or oh, they got the machine going in the video. They are screwing and fucking other dudes on camera for a following. Every video you see is somebody bent over, I put a caption up the other day on my Instagram. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Just like the YouTube name, King Spree, KINGSPR33. I put a quote up on the Instagram that said, like, real talk, I'm not trying to be funny or sound cool, but Instagram, I don't want to see girls shaking their ass every 5 seconds. Like, I really don't want to see that shit. And like, I have a couple, of course you have a couple girls you look at that you're like, okay, that looks good. A little motivation. I know I'll never meet you in real life. A little eye candy, a little motivation for the gym. But as far as like seeing every fucking girl do a TikTok dance and then turn around and show their ass, it's like, bruh, I'm good off that. I really am. I'm a grown man. I'm 35 years old. I'm not sitting here beating off to girls on Instagram. Like, I'm good off that, bro. Like, I give me some more financial, and I follow mad financial pages, mad health and wellness, mad mental wellness, mad how to be a better person, a better boyfriend, a better son, so on and so on. But yet, the 2 or 3 or maybe even 10 pages I follow that are women related, all I see is that. And then on my Explore page, all you see is girls shaking their ass. I'm like, dog, I don't want to see this shit, man. So back to what I'm saying, a lot of girls are going to have to deal with the ramifications and consequences that come with doing what you're doing. If you're not proud of what you're doing when you're 40, then you probably wasn't proud of it at 25. You might have ignored it and said, fuck it, I'm trying to get this money. And that's no knock to that. Get your money. But you got to be held responsible in every sense of the word for what you did when you were 21, 22. If I break a law at 21, it don't go away when I'm 40. Unless I do something to remove it like she's trying to do. But you are who you are in this world. The same thing that you used to get put on is the same thing that's going to stay on as long as you're on. That's just how the game works. No disrespect to Kim, because I personally think that, I mean, who gives a fuck with disrespect? Like, I don't know her. But I personally think that she's put in the work, enough work to get what she had to get. You know, she went from being a celebrity, a girl at the parties to being worth $1.8 billion apparently. I think that's commendable in more than one way. So I put a whole family on. But the reality is that all that was started by this sex tape. Now, is it fake? Are they just doing it to have this big like moment of like, uh-oh, here we go again, round 2? You know, they probably need clickbait. You know, the Kardashians do anything for clickbait. That's the whole reason they date black men, but that's a whole nother story. Is it going to be that situation at hand? And it's like, well, regardless if it is or isn't, I guess it got us talking, so that's enough. They've kind of won. As long as they keep their name in the news, good or bad, I guess that's kind of what they're looking for. But it's like, but to take a nugget from it and apply it to the world, baby, if you're listening, kings and queens, but queens in particular in this case, if you do something back there yonder, you do something back in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to now today, that you are ashamed of, I'm sorry, my love, we gonna bring that up in 2030, 40, and 50. You know what I'm saying? We gonna, bruh, your kid might be in school doing a PowerPoint presentation and Google something about his name and you pop up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to be prepared for that. That is the game. That's the game no matter how you slice it. And the same way these girls are boss bitches and they independent. Oh, my ladies is independent. I hear you, queen. If you can get it, get it. But then you also have to be prepared for whatever might come. And that's the problem a lot of times. We're sitting here teaching our kids, whether men or women, boys or girls, you can be whatever you want to be. Don't take no shit from nobody, so on and so on. But we're not telling them enough how to deal with conflict. We're not telling them how enough to deal with conflict resolution and what happens when things don't go your way. What happens when you make a decision that can and will impact your later years. You know, knock on wood, we have long lives to live. If you do something at 18, 19, 21, whatever age it might be, don't think it's going to disappear by 40, especially if what you did was what was used to propel you and catapult you to the next level. You hear me? You got to be held responsible for that. So, I mean, Kim's Kim. They're getting money. They don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about a chubby dude with a lisp talk about, responsibility. I mean, they looking at me like, you can't pay your bills, bro. What the matter what you talking about? So, and I hear you. That's a fact. Some of that's facts, but what also is facts is to apply it to the people that are not Kim, that don't have the connections, that don't have 1.8 billion and mad resources. if you do something in your younger years, you're going to be held to the fire later on, especially if what you did was what brought you to the limelight to begin with. My most recent video I put up about Drewski getting canceled, and he's not getting canceled, and what he did in my opinion wasn't wrong at all. It actually was a great depiction of how the game go and how it used to go and still goes. Not saying it's right, but it's a depiction of it. But I said the same thing about if you make a skit, if you put something out, you got to be prepared for what happens. I be talking on this YouTube video channel, and don't forget to subscribe to the boy and like the video, please. I be talking on this YouTube video, and sometimes I talk reckless. Sometimes I be saying some stuff that I'm like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But I said it, and that is how I think at the moment. And whatever I say or do, I need to be prepared for later on. Whether I get 1,000 subscribers, 100,000, 1 million. I'm sure one day somebody could come back and pull a video out and say, yo, look what he did. Look what he did here. And then I have to deal with that accordingly. So I try to watch what I say. Anyway, we all got to go through it. We all got to live through our experiences and hopefully learn from them. But when it comes to the sex game and the OnlyFans game and that Instagram suggestive shit, the reality is if you're going to use your body, your sexuality, if you're going to use it to catapult you to into the stratosphere, you got to be prepared to come back down. You hear me? Anyway, like, subscribe. We're at 101, road to 1,000. Like, subscribe. Share the video if you think, somebody might want to hear it. Or if you think y'all could just talk about how I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, share that too. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Y'all think Kim is delusional and thinking this sex tape want to be used against her, or y'all think she's doing what she needs to do and deserves to feel how she feels based on what we know? Like, comment, subscribe. This has been a message brought to you by the good people over here at Spree ENT. And baby, it's gonna all make sense real soon.